Okay, hey guys, we are going to spend a little time now putting these two pieces together. I have edited down my second audio track, my background basically, my nat sound. And you can see that that's going to be less than a full minute, which is what I want. Now I'm going to go up here and spend some time in my narration. First thing I want to do is fade in. And when I'm doing this on Audacity, I have to use the effects button. I can use the envelope tool, but it's for a simple fade in, it's just going to be easier to do that. And I'm going to pick up my pacing a little here. So again, I've got some mic noise in there. Again, because I don't want to deal with this little piece of mic noise I wasn't even aware I was making. I'm just going to hit the delete button and try to start with we head. Doesn't quite work, so I'm going to need to get in a little bit closer. And now I'm going to split this here and fade this in. And that looks like it'll work. So Shift plus the magnifying glass will allow me to zoom out, and I'm going to give it a 2-second lead. Oh, had I only listened to myself earlier. Uh, okay, so now I can just get rid of this whole thing right here. Now I've got a split still, so I'm going to need to use my move tool and move it over. And that minor mic blip I'm going to leave alone. I'm leaving some of these pauses in because I think they'll be useful when I add in the bed. So I'm going to make one more edit here. When I said this into my microphone in my office, I wasn't thinking about the fact that I didn't have any photos of other dogs or people. I have a photo of a construction worker, as you recall, but I can't have that in I can't have that in the audio of the audio slideshow if I'm not going to also have it in the photos. Every time I take this walk, I connect. So I'm going to need to go back to that and just scrub it. We meet a lot of dogs and a lot of neighbors. So that's scrubbed. And now I'm keeping my breath, which is this thing right here. And I'm scrubbing some of that space up. Seems a little bit quick there, so let's add that back. All right, be more appropriate over there. Every time I take this walk, I connect with the place where I live a little more. At this point, I think even if I didn't have Juno, I would still take a walk where I live a little more. And while this bit here is nice, my microphone pops on me a little bit, and I say more or still or whatever my last word is a bit too quietly for my taste. So just to save time, because I can use natural sound as a lengthener if I need to, I'm going to clip that out as well. Now, one thing I haven't done yet that we talked about in the last video is normalize this audio. Now that I have gotten rid of that loud pop, I should be able to normalize to -3 dB and see some significant change. Yep, there we go. So I take a walk with my dog almost every day. Okay, and now, for safety's sake, so that I don't forget, I'm going to fade out. I need to fade in and fade out. Always, 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 always. Okay, so next thing that I'm going to do is mix these two together. So I'm going to play them both. I'm going to solo them together. So I take a walk with my dog almost every day, and we go through this neighborhood in a similar fashion. We head down the hill from our house and into the park. Okay, so right here into the park, I'm going to create a split. And I'm going to move this sound here. Because this sound is the sound that I really want. Then I'm going to take my move tool. I'm going to move this over here for now. You're not going to let me. Okay. X. Command X. Command V. There we go. Back to the move tool. One of the things I really enjoy about walking in the neighborhood is that it's... Okay, and now I don't need all of that. And again, you'll notice that with Audacity, it's not as... it doesn't have window shading and things like that. I also don't want to distract the listener and viewer with too many sounds of that gate. Now, I clearly opened and closed it, but you only see one picture, so we only need a little bit of sound there. Walking in the neighborhood is that it's as much... One of the things I really enjoy the park Yeah, let's go with this. Okay, so scooch over a little. And into the park. One of the things I really And let's take a listen to that. And into the park. And into the park. One of the things I really enjoy about walking in the neighborhood is that it's as much about. So I take a walk with my dog. And into the park. One of the things I really enjoy about walking in the neighborhood is that it's as much about. And so I'm just going to clean this up really quickly because I want to show you one more thing before I end this next video, or this video, I mean. So let's just take a listen to this edit over here. And it's always best to listen to one track at a time before you listen to them layered. And try not to watch the waveform. Listening to it will give you a better sense of what's happening. So here we go. I'm going to use the envelope tool right here. And I'm going to use it because I've got a difference in sound. And I want to cover that up. I don't want to increase my edit. I'd rather just smooth the edit out. Not quite. Okay, I'm just going to need to make an adjustment over here. Still a little bit noticeable, so we'll go in there. And you see how sharply that adjusts. We don't want that to happen. We don't want it to be sharp like that. We want it to be steady and smooth. Okay, now you see you've got this this little bit of lineation on the purple. That's because I have amped it above 100%. And so I'm catching that mistake now, and I'm going to fix it. And now you can see that that's just a straight purple line again. And so it's at or below 100% volume.